This is where I call home. This is home. You see where you are sitting. Feel the breeze. And you understand that this is nature. There is no other nature in the world. When the Bible talks about salt, it really means salt. And you are sitting in salt. I welcome all of you into salt.
It's a good time to take a listen to a message from the sector minister. Shall we welcome with a big round of applause Honorable Samuel Jinapor, who is the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources.
Mr. President, Greater Accra Regional Minister, colleague honorable ministers, Excellency Secretary General of AFTA, Executive Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Magdan Group of Companies, Overlord of Ada Traditional Area, Nime, Name, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Upon assumption of office in 2017, the Akufo-Addo government has implemented several policies aimed at promoting value addition, local content and local participation in the mining sector, as well as the exploitation of lesser known minerals. These policies have led to the establishment of the Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Corporation, GIADEC, and the Ghana Integrated Iron and Steel Development Corporation, GISDEC, to promote and develop here in our country integrated aluminium and iron and steel industries, respectively. As I speak, a technical working group has completed the first draft of regulations under Section 28 of the GIADEC Act 2018, Act 976, to prohibit the exportation of bauxite in its raw state and ensure that we add value to this critical mineral resource. We have, through a public-private partnership, constructed a 400 kilograms per day capacity gold refinery, and we are currently working with our partners to secure a London Bullion Market Association LBMA certification. We have enacted new local content and local participation regulations and have increased the goods and services reserved for Ghanaians in the mining sector from 19 in 2016 to 50 this year to create employment for our people and retain a substantial amount of revenue in our country. Cabinet has also just approved a policy for the exploitation and management of our green minerals to ensure that we obtain optimal benefit from these future minerals. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are privileged to have the President perform another important function in the diversification of our mineral resource base and to mainstream our strategic mineral feedstock into our national economy. Our country has huge potential for salt. It is estimated that our 500-kilometer coastal stretch can produce millions of metric tons of salt annually. And this Electrochem Ada Songor mine alone, which Mr. President is here to commission today, can produce an estimated 15 million metric tons every year. It is therefore not surprising that as far back as the 1970s, the then government saw the need to vest the lagoon in the President of the Republic. Unfortunately, the development of this important industrial mineral, also referred to as quote, white gold, end quote, has seen a checkered history due to the absence of clear policy initiatives to address the interests of all stakeholders. And while we sit on these reserves, Nigeria, closed door, imports over $1.5 billion worth of salt annually, mainly from faraway Australia and Brazil. With our proximity to Nigeria, we stand a better chance of tapping into this $1 billion industry. Apart from the international demand, our salt and oil present an opportunity to develop a chloroalkaline industry with linkages to plastics, paint, pharmaceuticals, textiles, soaps, and detergents, paper, and metallurgical industries, as well as the production of caustic soda for our ongoing integrated aluminum industry. That is why, under the instructions of President Akufo-Addo, we've been working with all stakeholders to find a lasting solution to the development of this salt mine. After several engagements with relevant stakeholders and the payment of compensation to qualified applicants, Electrochem Ghana Limited, a wholly owned Ghanaian company, has been granted a 15-year restricted mining lease for the commercial production of salt. The commissioning of this plant and this mine, equipped with cutting-edge technology and machinery, is expected to significantly boost production to meet both domestic and international demand for salt. Mr. President, we at the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources salute the exemplary leadership of Electrochem Ghana Limited, led by its executive chairman, Dr. Daniel Macaulay, for partnering government on this transformative undertaking. We thank the chiefs and people of Ada traditional area for their continuous support for this intervention, which undoubtedly will benefit communities in this catchment area. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, under the outstanding leadership of President Akufo-Addo, continues to work towards the efficient, effective, and sustainable exploitation, management, and utilization of the natural resources of our country, which are, by the teachings of our national constitution, the property of the Ghanaian people. Today, by dint of hard work, we are the leading producer of gold on the continent. And by the same token, we are earnestly constructing an integrated aluminum industry. We have just enacted a green minerals policy, which will ensure that these critical minerals are exploited for the benefit of our people. And this morning, before our very eyes, we are here to commission an ultra-modern salt washing plant and mine to aid in the commercial production of salt. Ladies and gentlemen, without a shred of doubt, the Akufo-Addo government is putting in place the building blocks for an industrial Ghana, which will unleash the much-needed jobs and prosperity for the mass of our people. We will continue to count on the support of all actors to make Ghana the mining hub of Africa. And together with you, the chiefs and people of Ada, we can make Ada the center of salt mining in Africa. I thank you for your attention.
We're also grateful for the hard work in facilitating big projects such as these. Thank you very much, Honorable Samuel General.
I'm very happy to be here in Sege in Ada West this afternoon. The decision to accept the invitation to speak at this event was not a difficult one, especially as it borders on one key sector of our economy, the private sector. For us in the New Patriotic Party, the party from which my government was born, the primacy of the private sector in the development of our national economy is fundamental. It is the very basis of our economic philosophy and has been so for the last 70-odd years. We have never wavered in our belief that given an enabling environment, the ingenuity and sense of enterprise of the Ghanaian will enable us to build a strong, powerful economy which will deliver a good, dignified standard of living to our people. I want to reiterate that not only is Ghana the best place for doing business in West Africa, but she's also the preferred destination for a perfect blend of mineral resource potential, stable regulatory environment, favorable fiscal regime, and socially responsive mining in Africa. The Akufo-Addo government is determined to make Ghana an example of rapid economic growth within the context of a well-developed market economy, where the private sector does not only survive, but actually thrives. Accordingly, ladies and gentlemen, I declare the Electrochem salt mine duly commissioned. bless Electrochem salt mine and us all, and may God bless the people of Ada and our homeland Ghana, and make her great and strong.